Hey bread gang, I hope everyone's doing good and keeping safe. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys an update on Clover Health. So I'm going to have a look at the price action mainly, but I'm also going to let you guys know why I believe that right now is a good time to buy or even hold Clover Health. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my thoughts, my opinions of what's going on, but I believe personally, I believe Clover Health is a good hold long term. And full disclosure, Friday, I got in on some option contracts call option contracts on Clover Health. But before I get into today's video, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell. With that being said, let's get this bread. So first of all, I want to point you guys to a couple of things on FinViz. So the first thing I want to point you guys to is the short float. So the short float is still sitting at 15%. This means that there's potentially a lot of short sellers in the market, which makes a short squeeze a lot more possible. Like as the price starts rising, the short squeeze will be a lot more possible and a lot easier to see. So the second thing I want to point you guys to is on the 10th of September, an analyst rated Clover Health has underperformed. Cohen Inc. is an American multinational independent investment bank and financial services company that operates through two business segments. So the analyst rating Clover Health as underperformed. What does this mean? An underperform rating means that the stock of a particular company is destined to do slightly worse than the market average or a benchmark index. So guys, where am I getting at with all this information? So usually before a stock actually takes off, there's usually a lot of negative articles or negative basically blogs, anything basically shooting down the company, saying that look, this is a meme stock or anything negative or potentially negative about the stock. They'll push it out as a scare tactic to let a lot of people get scared first of all and sell their shares and basically bring the price right down. Why? So institutions, banking services, etc. can buy or scoop up shares of the stock at a very low price, because they know a lot of retail traders may get scared easily. The first sign of red in the portfolio, they're selling or they're getting rid of it or whatever, they start panicking. So this is what institutions want you to see, especially seeing as if the market is within an accumulation phase, and I'll show you the accumulation phase within the price action. Or if the market's in an accumulation phase, then all these negative articles will start coming out. You see it, I'll show you examples of it. You see it in AMC, you see it in Clover Health. Basically, every time the market has taken off, there's been a period of accumulation, and accumulation is basically where the institutions start buying up their positions. So now looking at the chart of Clover Health, on the 7th of September, the bulls broke the 50-period moving average, which was potentially the start to a very good bullish run, and I genuinely thought that this was going to be the start. But following that, the bears have actually brought the price back down below it and basically got the price not just below the 50-period moving average, but it's got the price back down within that range. So this range between $10 and roughly $6 is, I would see, as the accumulation stage. So accumulation is where a lot of institutions buy up their big positions. So they fill out their big positions before they actually leave that print in the market. And part of that print in the market is actually this kind of move. So as part of that accumulation, what happens within the market is the price range bounds. So it goes between one extreme and the next. So basically it goes from resistance to the support. So whenever it gets to the resistance, the institutions will start selling some of their shares just to bring the price back down. And then at the support, they'll maybe buy a lot more than they sold. So the fact that this price is back within that range means that institutions are not done accumulating their position. And also the fact that the price broke above the resistance, this is potentially an early sign that, look, the price is going to take off very soon, head to the moon. And I believe the minute the price breaks above that resistance again and stays above that resistance, I believe we're definitely going to head up and break the previous all-time high, or the all-time high of roughly $28 is going to get way above that. And as an example of this accumulation and what happens after the accumulation, I'll show you guys, just quickly show you guys AMC, what happened. I mean, you see AMC made a move up and then came and started basically range bound for quite some time. All right, so at this point, a lot of people would have been thinking, you know what, AMC is done. And then after that, look what happened. I mean, it broke the previous all-time high at $20, went all the way up to $70, and it's pretty much sitting at $50 now. But if we head back over to Clover Health, so this could potentially be the same with Clover Health in the long term. I mean, it took AMC, 6 months to do. All right, so within the next 6 months, we could see a huge move on Clover Health. And this is partially why, or this is a big reason why, on Friday, I bought a bunch of call option contracts on Clover Health, basically expiring till March next year. So staying on the daily chart, even though that $10 resistance held, and basically the last couple of sessions it's been predominantly bearish. But if you have a look at the volume, the bearish volume, it's actually been decreasing. So it started on 78 million shares being traded on the 8th of September. And the next day was sitting at 50 million. And on Friday was sitting at 28 million. So the bearish volume is actually decreasing, which means that the bearish momentum is decreasing. So if we move on to the weekly chart, I mean, as you can see, there's been a huge bullish move up, and you can see with the 7th of September, and this move actually went up to test the 50 period moving average, but it was met with a lot of bearish rejection. Basically, the last 3 days within last week, there was a lot of bearish moves. Even though there was bearish moves, the bearish momentum is decreasing. And you can see this also with looking at the MACD on the weekly chart. You can see that the histogram, that the bearish momentum is actually decreasing, coming to an end. And not only that, but it looks like there's potentially a golden cross going to get established on the weekly chart. And if this is the case, then this is going to be something. If a golden cross gets established on the weekly chart, then for the next couple of weeks, we're definitely going to see some green candles, especially if the price actually gets above the 50 period moving average on the weekly chart. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on Clover Health. Are you in the position? Are you thinking about getting involved? And just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my opinions and my thoughts regarding what's going on, wagwan with the market. And give this video a thumbs up. Let me know this is the kind of content you guys like to see. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.